The UK has been experiencing a lot of heat for the past few months, with plenty of news circulating about the government deporting immigrants and care workers losing their sponsorship. However, in this video, I want to focus on how the UK immigration system works. If you're a prospective immigrant looking to come to the UK, this news affects you even before you arrive. Watch until the end to learn about the solution and the good news. Join us in making this positive change a reality. Welcome to my channel. Whether you're on a skilled worker visa, a Tier 2 visa, or a health and care worker visa, you have 5 years to work before applying for indefinite leave to remain and citizenship. If you lose your job, you have 60 days to find a new employer or leave the UK. That's the current situation, and it directly affects you. Imagine coming to the UK today, working for just 1 week, and then suddenly your employer decides to let you go. It doesn't matter if you're in the tech industry, a nurse, or a doctor, regardless of your situation. Your employer can simply inform the Home Office that you're no longer working for them, and you'll be given just 6 days to find another job or leave the country. Can you imagine the emotional trauma and depression that comes with losing a job? Not to mention the financial investment people make when moving to a new country, the cost of flights, accommodation, and everything else that comes with relocation. And if you're unlucky enough to lose your job and can't secure another sponsorship, you'll have to leave the country. This can happen to anyone, so it's not something you can simply dismiss. It affects all of us, including myself, Ada Kings. We're all in this situation together, which is why we need to come together and find a solution. And that's where Bees comes in. Recently, someone sent me a link to a petition that's currently ongoing. This petition is urging the government to allow skilled workers to have more flexibility and time to find another job, instead of being permanently tied to their employer. 60 days is simply not enough to secure new employment, and it's not easy, trust me. That's why I always advise people in the UK not to resign from their current job unless they have a new one lined up and waiting for them. If you decide to resign, you will still be in that position, but you will have 60 days to leave the UK if you don't find another employer. Now, let's discuss this petition, guys. It's actually not difficult at all. Just sign the petition and you will receive updates on it. Last year, I signed a petition and the government responded favorably. I will make a video about that specific petition. So, signing a petition has nothing to do with getting a visa or affecting your visa in the UK. It's simply about voicing your opinion.
Once the petition reaches 100,000 signatures, the Parliament will discuss and analyze it. Let's go ahead. I will read the petition on my phone and display it on the screen so you can see what it's about and what the government has said. The petition is about allowing people to stay in the UK if their employer's sponsor license is withdrawn. This is important because sometimes the Home Office withdraws the sponsor license due to issues that are not the immigrant's fault. These immigrants are then given only 60 days to find a new sponsor or face deportation. Many of them have already uprooted their lives and sold everything to start anew in the UK, only to face deportation with nothing to go back to. This can cause immense depression and hardship. We believe that immigrants who came in legally should not be blamed or penalized for the mistakes of their sponsors. There should be another way for them to continue living and working in the UK legally. This petition is highlighting the importance of treating legal immigrants in the UK with respect and dignity. Let's work together to reach 100,000 signatures so that it can be debated in Parliament. Share the petition link with your friends and family to make a difference. Yes, we are all aware of the importance of this approach. It ensures that workers are in genuine roles with legitimate employers, eligible for sponsorship, and receiving fair wages. This not only supports the workers themselves, but also protects them from potential exploitation. Sponsors must uphold their responsibilities and comply with all relevant laws to maintain their privilege of sponsorship. Failure to do so will result in thorough investigation and potential consequences, including license suspension or revocation. It is crucial for individuals applying for sponsored work visas to understand that these visas are tied to their sponsors, and any changes in sponsorship can impact their permission to stay in the UK. It is a system that must be respected and followed accordingly. If individuals are eligible to do so, they can make arrangements to leave the UK. This is not considered deportation, but rather an acknowledgement that their current basis for staying in the UK no longer applies. If they wish to remain, they must find another basis for staying. They are welcome to do so, as labor mobility is an important part of the point-based system. Sponsored workers are free to find alternative employment with a more suitable sponsor, as long as they have valid permission to be in the UK and the new sponsor is willing and able to sponsor them. However, if a sponsored worker is found to be non-compliant with their sponsor's license revocation, their remaining permission may be cancelled and they may be required to leave the UK immediately. Deportation, in the legal sense, only applies if an individual is convicted of a serious offense or if deportation is deemed conducive to the public good.
The Home Office has responded to the petition, and if it reaches 100,000 signatures, they may reconsider their stand and extend the number of days for immigrants to find another job. Your input is needed, so please share your thoughts in the comments section and don't forget to sign the petition if you believe it concerns you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.